It's a way of the Mr. Extra, oh yeah.
On several occasions, I've either made videos about Christians abandoning the idea of faith or mentioned it in passing in some other video. If you don't remember my comments, I addressed the fact that the religious have now turned to attacking atheists by saying that it takes more faith to be an atheist, or shaming folks like me by comparing them to faith-based religious folks, calling atheism a religion. Basically, it's the classic time-honored tactic of the 5-year-old. I know you are, but what am I? In a PragerU video called God versus Atheism, which is more rational, Boston College professor of philosophy Peter Kreeft attempts to make the case that belief in God is absolutely rational, far more rational than atheism. The obvious takeaway being that faith is not even necessary anymore. Just take a look at the facts and you'll be compelled. No faith required. Apparently, even the religious have come to recognize the impotence of faith. But faith used to be something embraced and honored by the religious. Being a person of faith used to be something admirable. I have no idea why, but it did. People used to aspire to faith, and being faithful was never seen as anything other than positive. Now, even the faithful don't want to be seen or thought of as people embracing faith. And thanks to one of my wonderful patrons, Chad Lehman, I now understand why. It's as simple as this. No Christian since Jesus has ever had faith, not even the tiniest little amount. So having realized this, they've had to pivot and attempt to make their beliefs seem as rational, if not more so, than those rejecting faith. Why do I say no Christian since Jesus has had faith? Well, as Chad points out, Jesus told us what his followers with just the tiniest bit of faith would be able to do. In Matthew 17:20, Jesus says, "If you have faith as a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you." The Gospel of Mark quotes Jesus similarly. Clearly, no Christian in the last 2,000 years has been able to move a mountain via faith. But I know what you're going to ask. What about mulberry trees, right? Well, Jesus said something very similar in Luke 17:6. If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to this mulberry tree, "Be uprooted and planted in the sea," and it will obey you. This is another epic fail on the part of Christians. Not one single mulberry tree has ever been uprooted and planted in the sea via faith. In the last 2,000 years, trust me, I checked. Of course, anyone watching these videos will know that I've been pointing to Jesus' comments about what believers should be able to do for years now. From Mark 16, "And these signs will accompany those who believe. In my name they will drive out demons. They will speak in new tongues. They will pick up snakes with their hands, and when they drink deadly poison, it will not hurt them at all. They will place their hands on sick people, and they will get well." This is all just the tip of the iceberg. All throughout the Gospels, Jesus tells us that the Father will give believers anything they ask for. Sometimes you need 2 people or more to agree, apparently, but still. Quote, "Whatever you ask of the Father in my name," Jesus said, "he will give it to you." End quote. Which is how Christians wiped out poverty and world hunger. Good job, my believing friends. But wait, Jesus was speaking metaphorically, wasn't he? I actually had someone comment once that medicines have cured the sick and backhoes have moved mountains. Of course, these are arguments for the power of science and the scientific method, pointing once again to the absolute impotence of faith, upon which all the religions following the tribal war god of Abraham are based. This is an impotence for which there is no little blue pill. And why? Why would an omnipotent super being speak metaphorically about things he can do with little or no effort? God brought the entire universe into existence, but he has to speak metaphorically about moving mountains and healing the sick? Chad's right. Our religious friends have been entirely lacking faith for nearly 2,000 years now. On the upside, though, their ability to unquestioningly embrace absolute nonsense is off the charts. But that's an upside benefiting only those with a collection plate to pass. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.